Hello future MDs! Here's part 2 of the Quantitative Rationale of CEM NMAT Practice Set 2014. Nandito yung numbers 21 to 40. I'll put the part 1 and the link to the questionnaire on the description below. Also, if there are corrections, just comment below so we can discuss it. Tapos ilalagay ko na lang yung corrections sa pinned comment para ma-check nyo. If you find value to the contents here, please help me grow this channel by subscribing and sharing this NMAT review with your friends. Thank you, and let's start. Number 21. From a 6 by 5 inches squared cardboard are cut a 2 by 4 inches squared rectangle, a 9 inches square, and a circle with a radius of 1 inches. What is the area of the remaining cardboard? So for this one, given naman tayo nung total na kung gaano kalaki yung cardboard. So 6 by 5 daw. So 6 by 5 is equal to 30 inches squared. And then, gumupit tayo ng rectangle, square, and circle. So, ima-minus lang natin yung area nila. So, 30 minus 2 by 4 na rectangle. So, length times width lang naman yung area ng rectangle. So, 2 times 4 is 8. Minus yung area ng square na 9. Minus 9. And yung area ng circle na may radius na 1 inch. So, yung formula for the area of the circle is pi r squared, diba? So, pi times yung radius na 1 inch squared. So, kukunin lang natin yung difference. So, 30 minus 8 minus 9 is equal to 30 minus 17, diba? So, equal yan sa 13 minus pi times 1 squared is pi lang naman. So, 13 minus pi. This one is the final answer, inch squared. Letter B. Number 22, in the number series above, what is the probability of getting an even number? So, yung nahanap natin is yung even number. So, i-recall lang natin, pag sinabing probability, yun yung number of desired outcomes over yung number of possible outcomes. So, dito sa number 22, bibilangin natin yung number of even numbers or kung ilan yung even numbers. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, meron tayong 4 even numbers. And then, yung total possible outcomes, bibilangin natin kung ilan lahat yung nasa loob ng series. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So, meron tayong 12. 4 over 12 yung probability. And then, kunin lang natin yung lowest terms. So, i-divide natin by 4 divided by 4. So, makukuha natin yung sagot na 1 over 3. So, this one is the final answer, letter A. Number 23, each month, John spends 2/5 of his income for food, 1/10 for clothing, 1/4 for housing, 1 over 20 for utilities, and deposits the remainder in his savings account. If he saves 4,500 a month, how much is his monthly income? So, pwede nyo siyang i-visualize as yung monthly income, ayan yung isang buo or one whole. Tapos yung portion nun, yan, sabihin natin ito yung na-spend niya. Spent. And then this one is the savings part. Para makuha natin yung fraction part nung savings niya or yung 4,500, yan, kailangan natin i-add yung fractions, itong 2/5, 1/5, 1 over 10, and 1 over 20. I-add natin sila, and then i-minus natin sila sa 1 whole. Ayan. So, 1 minus 2/5 plus 1 over 10 plus 1/4 plus 1 over 20. So, equal to dun sa fraction ng savings na part. Fraction ng savings. Yan, ganyan ko na lang i-represent. So, first, kunin muna natin yung summation nitong lahat. Yung least common multiple nila is 20. So, dapat pare-parehong 20 yung denominators nila para ma-add natin sila. So, 2 over 5 times 4 over 4 plus 1 over 10 times 2 over 2 plus 1 over 4 times 5 over 5 plus 1 over 20. So, ito, equal siya sa 8 over 20 plus 2 over 20 plus 5 over 20 plus 1 over 20, which is equal to, so 8 plus 2 is 10 plus 5, 15 plus 1, 16. 16 over 20. And then, i-lowest terms natin sila. I-divide natin by 4, both numerator and denominator. So, we will have 4 over 5. So, bale, lahat pala nung na-spend ni John is 4 over 5. So, kung meron kang 1 whole, tapos, ayan, meron kang 4 over 5 na na-spend. So, i-minus mo yan. 1 minus 4 over 5 is equal to, so, this one will become 5 over 5, diba? Ayan. So, magkakaroon ko ng 5 over 5 minus 4 over 5 is equal to 1 over 5. So, ito palang savings niya is 1/5 nung sweldo niya. Now that we know the savings part nung monthly income, pwede na nating makuha yung monthly income. So, ganito yung magiging equation. So, 1/5 nung monthly income, yan, let X be the monthly income. So, 1/5 daw nung monthly income is equal to yung given na 4,500 dito equals 4,500 pesos. Tapos, kukunin natin yung X. So, X is equal to 5 times 4,500. So, pwede mo rin yung gawing 4,500 times 5 is equal to, kaya na lang mag-manual na multiplication. Equal siya sa 22,500. So, this one is our final answer. Letter B. Number 24, Miss Leia Mijares paid a tax of 14,250. Based on the table shown above, how much was her net income? So, makikita natin sa choices na lahat yan is above 200,000. So, mapupunta tayo sa category na to. Over 200,000 pesos but not over 400,000 pesos. Then, gagamitin natin tong information na to para makuha yung net income ni Miss Leia. So, for this one, meron tayong 14,250. And then, meron tayong 8,750 na portion dyan. And then, pag minus natin yan, 8,750, meron tayong matitira na 11% ng excess over 200,000 nung income ni Miss Leia. So, i-minus muna natin 0, 0, tapos this one will become 3. Ito magiging 12. 12 minus 7 is 5. And then 13 minus 8 is 5. So, ito yung 11% excess over 200,000. So, paano natin yan gagawa ng equation? Magiging ganito yan. 5,500 is equal to 0.11 times excess daw no over 200,000. Ibig sabihin, kung X yung net income ni Miss Leia, ayan, babawasan natin siya ng 200,000. Yan yung 11% no excess over 200,000 pesos. Yan. Tapos, pwede na natin siyang isolve. So, 5,500 is equal to 0.11 times X. I-distribute lang natin yan. Minus 0.11 times 200,000. So, yung X dyan is yung net income, yung hinahanap natin. So, 5,500 is equal to 0.11x minus, kayo na lang bahala mag-multiply nito, 0.11 times 200,000. Makukuha nyo dyan is 22,000. Tapos, ayan, solve nyo na using algebra. So, 0.11x is equal to 22,000. Pinagpalit ko lang yung places nila, wag kayo malito. Ayan, 22,000 plus 5,500. Ayan, so 0.11x is equal to 27,500 and then divided by 0.11. Ayan, tinuturo ko yung parang pinaka-basic. So, kung alam niyo na to, you can skip this part and then tuloy-tuloy lang kayo sa pag-solve. So, x is equal to, ayan, i-divide nyo lang to, 27,500 divided by 0.11. Yung makukuha nyong sagot is 250,000 pesos. So, this one is her net income. Letter B. Number 25, approximately what percent of the science majors are chemistry majors? So, for this one, kukunin natin kung ilan yung students sa chemistry. So, ito yon 180. 180 divided by lahat ng students dito. Lahat naman yan is science majors, diba? So, i-add lang natin. So, 200 plus 130 is 330 plus 560 plus 180 plus 80 is 260. So, 0. 12 plus 3 is 15, carry 1. 7 plus 3 is 10 plus 1, 11,000. 11. So, yung sagot natin is 1,150. So, yan. Pag dinivide nyo yan, makukuha nyo na yung percentage. So, cancel natin yung 0 since wala na siyang bearing. And then, let's divide gamit yung long division. So, we will have 18 divided by 115. Since mas maliit yung nasa loob or yung dividend compared to the divisor, maglalagay tayo ng decimal point dito sa ibabaw. And then, we're going to add 0. So, 1. 180 divided by 115 is 1, diba? So, and then, i-multiply natin. 1 times 115 is 115. Then, isusubtract natin. This one will become 65. Tapos, add 0 ulit. 650 divided by 115 is 5. 5 times 115 is 575. And subtract nyo lang ulit. So, this one will become 75. Add 0 ulit. 750 divided by 115 is 6. 6 times 115 is 690. Yan, wag kayong mag-alala na-solve ko na kasi to. So, kinokopya ko na lang. Para lang maipakita sa inyo yung solution. Hindi talaga ako ganyan kabilis mag-solve. Yan, 6 times 115 is 690. Then, subtract ulit, 0. And then, 75 minus 69 is equal to 6. So, meron kang 16 na remainder. Pero, ayan, nakuha mo na. Gagawin mo na lang tong percent. So, 0.156. Move mo siya 2 decimal places to the right. I-move mo yung decimal places ng 2 beses to the right. So, this one will become 15.6%. Or, equal din yan sa 16%. So, this one is our final answer. Letter B. Number 26, which area or areas has or have 10% less students than mathematics? So, yung reference point natin is ito, yung number of students sa mathematics. So, kukunin natin yung 10% niyan. So, 200 times the 10% or 0.10. So, move ka ng, since may isang 0 yung 10%, so move ka ng isang 0 to the left. So, you know na yung 200 times 0.10 is equal to 20. So, yun yung shortcut. Ayan. So, alam na natin yung 10% ng number of students sa mathematics. So, sabi, ano daw yung area na may 10% less students? Pag sinabing less, ibig sabihin isusubtract natin yan. So, 200 minus 20 is equal to 180 students. So, saan ba dyan yung 180? Ito, yun sa chemistry. So, our answer for this one is letter B, chemistry. Number 27, if the ratio of the students in biology, zoology, and botany is 4:3:1, how many are zoology majors? So, for this one, ito yung data na kailangan natin, biology, zoology, and botany. So, in total, merong 560 students. And then, given tayo ng ratios. So, sa bio, merong 4:3:1. Bio, zoology, and then sa botany, ayan, yan yung ratio nila. So, let X be the multiplier. Or yan yung value na imumultiply natin para makuha natin yung number of students per subject. Per bio, number of students sa zoology, and number of students sa botany. So, for that, we have 4x plus 3x plus x is equal to yung total nila na 560. 4 plus 3 plus 1 is equal to 8x is equal to 560. And then, x is equal to 560 divided by 8 is equal to 70. And then, yung pinapahanap sa atin is yung number of zoology majors, diba? So, 3 yung ratio niya. So, 3 times x or 70 is equal to 21 or 210. Yan. So, ito yung final answer natin. Letter C. Number 28, the number of mathematics and geology, meteorology, oceanography majors combined is equal to what part of the biology, zoology, botany majors? So, for this one, sabi diba combined. So, yan yung hint natin. Yung number daw ng mathematics. So, ito yon, mathematics tsaka geology, meteorology, and oceanography combined. So, pag-a-add lang natin sila, 200. So, ito yon 200 plus 80. So, meron kang 280. Ayan. So, nakuha na natin yung first part. Is equal to what part of the biology, zoology, and botany majors? So, anong part daw yung 280 ng 560? Or yan yung number of students sa biology, zoology, and botany. So, i-divide lang natin yan. 280 divided by 560. So, makakancel to. And we know that 28 times 2 is equal to 56, diba? So, this one will become 28 divided by 28 is 1. And then 56 divided by 28 is 2. So, yung sagot natin is 1/2. So, the correct answer here is letter C. Number 29, from 1981 to 1984, approximately how many % of the total registered aliens were Chinese? So, for this one, yung kukunin lang natin na total is for 1981 to 1984. So, kukunin natin yung total number of Chinese aliens. So, ira-round off ko na lang since di tayo gagamit ng calculator. Ira-round off ko to the nearest hundreds. So, yung 39,233, gagawin ko, and sulat ko muna Chinese. So, this one will become 39,200. Ito, magiging 24,800. And then, this one will become 24,500. And last one will become 23,800. Tapos, i-add nyo silang lahat. 0, 0. 5 plus 8 is 13, plus 2, 15, plus 8, 23. So, we have 23 here. And then, 4 plus 4, 8, plus 3, 11, plus 2, 13, plus 9, 22, diba? So, 22. And then, 2 plus 2 plus 2, so 6 plus 3, 9, plus 2, 11. So, we have 112,300 Chinese aliens. And tapos, yung next naman, and how many % of the total registered aliens? Yung, para makuha natin yung percentage, kailangan muna natin makuha yung total. So, ito yun, 52,000, 32,853, and so on. So, i-add rin natin yan. So, total, from 1981 to 1984 lang tayo. Let's add. So, 52,000 plus 32,900 plus 32,400 plus 31,600. Ayan. So, i-add lang natin. 0, 0, 19, carry 1, 6, 7, 8, and then 3 plus 3 plus 3, 9 plus 5, 14. So, we have 148,900 na total. So, para makuha nyo yung percentage ng Chinese registered aliens to the total, kukunin nyo lang yung 112,300 over 148,900. Yan. So, kagamit kayo dito ng long division. Yan. Isusulat nyo siya as 1,123 divided by 1,489. And then, kunin nyo yung percent. So, hindi ko na i-compute manually. Pinakita ko naman na last time kung paano mag-long division. Yung makukuha natin sagot dito is 0.754 or equal din yan sa 75%. So, our final answer is letter C, 75%. Number 30, in 1982, the number of registered aliens decreased. which nationality registered the lowest decrease? So for this one, kukunin natin yung percent decrease para ma-compare natin sila sa isa't isa. So, yung i-compare natin is yung 1981 and 1982 na data. Kasi nag-decrease daw, di ba, nung 1982. So, yung kukunin natin yung difference nung data from 1981 to 1982. And then, i-divide natin from the value dun sa 1981. So, ganito siya. So, for example, sa Belgian aliens. So, ito yung data natin. So, meron tayong 98 and 63. Kukunin natin yung decrease. 98 minus 63 all over yung value ulit na 98 is equal to, kayo na bahala mag-subtract and mag-divide. So, yung makukuha natin dito is 0.357 or 35.7%. And then, sa Germans naman, so, ito siya. We have 264 minus 100. So, 264 minus 100 all over 264. Makukuha natin is 62.1%. And then, sa Hindu, ito yung Hindu. So, merong 832 and 649. 832 minus 649 all over 832 is equal to 22%. And then, yung Chinese aliens. So, dito, meron tayong 39,233 minus 24,826. So, 39,233 minus 24,826. So, pwede rin kayo mag-round off dito para mas madali nyong makompute. But be consistent kung anong place yung i-round off nyo. Yan. So, makukuha natin dito is 36.7%. So, hanapin natin kung sino yung lowest decrease dyan. So, yung lowest decrease dito is yung sa Hindu, 22%, which is letter C. Number 31, in which period was the percentage of decrease of British registrants the lowest? So, we have here yung mga data, yung nakabox na blue. Yun yung gagamitin nating data. So, pag percent decrease, parang yung ginawa lang natin previously. So, from 1981 to 1982, we have 1,421 and 685. So, ganito siya. 1,421 minus 685 all over 1,421. And yung makukuha natin sagot is 0.52 or equal din yan sa 52%. Yan. So, gagawin lang natin yung lahat for the other years. So, 1982 naman to 1983, we have, so ito, 685 and 522. 685 minus 522 all over 685 is equal to 0.24 or 24%. And then, next one is yung 522 and 432. So, 1983 to 1984, 522 minus 432 all over 522, which is equal to 0.17 or 17%. And then, the last one is 432 and 384. So, 1984 to 1985, 432 minus 384 all over 432 is equal to 0.11. Equal din yan to 11%. So, yung pinapahanap sa atin is yung lowest percent decrease. So, this one is the lowest, yung 11%. Letter D, 1984 to 1985. Number 32, how many percent of the registered Germans in 1981 is 50% of the same group in 1983? So, we're going to use this data. And then, kunin muna natin yung 50% nung same group in 1983. So, nung 1983, yung 50% or 0.50 ng ito, nung 75, or 1/2 ng 75 is equal to 37.5. And then, sabi ko kunin daw natin yung percent nung registered Germans in 1981. So, itong 50%, anong percent daw siya nung registered Germans in 1981? So, 37.5 divided by yung value or yung data for registered German in 1981 is 264. So, divided by 264 is equal to, makukuha natin sagot is 0.142 or equal din yan sa 14.2%. Ayan. So, this one is the final answer, letter B. Number 33, the difference in the total number of registered aliens in 1982 and that in 1985 was approximately, so binigyan tayo ng mga fractions. So for this one, gagamitin natin yung data for 1982 and 1985, yung total ng registered aliens. So kukunin natin yung difference, so 32,853. Instead of writing yung complete number, i-round ko na lang to the nearest 10,000 since approximate naman yung pinapakuha sa atin. Pinapa-approximate lang. So, 30,000 minus 10,000. So, ito, from this one, makukuha natin yung 20,000. So, itong 20,000, so 20,000 over 30,000, this one is equal to, makakancel lahat ng zeros. This one is equal to 2/3. Yan. Kasi yung pinapakuha sa atin is yung fraction part nung value ng difference compared to the 1985 value. So, the answer here is 2/3. Letter D. Number 34, which nationalities showed consistently decreasing number of registrants from 1981 to 1985? So, dito, i-observe natin isa-isa kung ano yung consistent na nag-decrease na number of registrants. So, for the Chinese, ayan, observe nyo lang. So, lahat sila nag-decrease naman. For American, yes. And then, sa Spanish, dito, kung mapapansin nyo, yung 250 nag-increase ulit instead of decreasing. Nag-increase siya sa 1983. So, dito included. Hindu, nag-increase siya from 649 to 738. Di rin siya included. British, this one, ayan, lahat sila nag-decrease or bumaba. So, okay. And then, German, dito nag-increase siya sa 1985. So, hindi rin kasama. And Belgian, nag-increase siya dito sa 1984. Mixed nationality, nag-increase siya sa 1985. So, hindi rin siya kasama. Yan. So, yung kasama lang is yung Chinese, American, and itong nasa gitna, yung British. So, Chinese, American, British, that is letter. So, 1, 2, 4, letter C. Number 35, if the four age groups were arranged according to decreasing rate of participation in their respective school levels, the order would be, so, kung i-observe natin, ito yung age range, di ba? So, yan yung i-observe natin, four age groups. And then, sabi, decreasing rate of participation in their respective school levels. So, i-disregard natin tong mga nasa out of school or hindi nagpa-participate, non-participating. Ang i-observe lang natin is yung nasa school or participating. Then, pag sinabing decreasing rate, so magsa-start muna tayo sa pinakamataas, then going to the lowest. So, dito, hanapin natin kung sino yung pinakamataas. So, 2, ito yung may pinakamataas, yung age range na nasa 2, 7 to 12 years old. Ayan, so 7 million, and then 4 million, 1 million, and then lastly yung 1. Or yung nasa age range na 0 to 6, 263,000. So, 2, 3, 4, and then 1. So, the correct answer is letter B. 2, 3, 4, 1. Number 36, what proportion of the total youth population comprises those who are not attending school? So, nandito yung mga total nung kada category. So, ito yung total ng out of school. And then, this one is the total number ng lahat ng youth population. So, pinapahanap sa atin is yung percentage or yung proportion nila. So, 18 million divided by 31 million. So, ganun lang natin siya isosolve. So, ako i-round off ko na lang to the nearest 100,000. since wala tayong gagamiting calculator. So, we have 18,200,000 over 31,800,000. So, makakancel na lahat ng 0. And then, i-divide nyo na lang 182 divided by 318. Yan. So, kayo na bahala mag-compute nito. Yung makukuha nyong sagot dito is equal to 0.572. So, this one is approximately equal to 57.2%. Yan. So, sa choices, yung pinakamalapit na sagot is letter C, 57.38%. Kapag eksakto nyong na-divide, yung values dito and dito, makukuha nyo yung exact na sagot. Para okay lang din mag-approximate. Number 37, based on the given data, which of the following conclusions can be made? Letter A, the rate of participation in the formal school system is generally lower than the rate of non-participation. So as we can observe here, yung 13 million is less than or lower than the non-participating or yung 18,000 or 18 million. So this one is correct, letter A. Letter B, mali siya. The major cause for non-participation in formal schooling at the post-secondary level is poverty. So, wala naman yan sa data natin. And letter C, the rate of participation in each age group is lower than the rate of non-participation. As you can see here, dito sa age group na 7 to 12 and 13 to 16, mas mataas yung participation or participating compared to the non-participating. So, mali to. Letter C. So, letter D naman, there is a low rate of attendance in the 0 to 6 age group because most of these children are not yet of school age. So, wala rin tayong data about dito. Hindi naman siya kasama dito sa data natin. So, yung correct answer dito is letter A. Number 38, if there are 200 employees in the firm, how many are in the production department? So, as you can see here in this pie chart, 47.5% ng workforce natin is nasa production department. So, imumultiply lang natin 200 times 0.475, then yan na yung sagot natin. So, para mas mabilis tayong mag-compute, tanggalin muna natin yung decimal places. So, 475, then i-multiply natin siya sa 2. So, 475 times 2. So, 10, carry 1. 7 times 2 is 14, plus 1. So, 15, carry 1. And then, 8 plus 1 is 9. So, meron tayong 950. And then, i-add natin yung dalawang 0. So, dalawang 0. And then, as you can see here, meron tayong 3 decimal places. So, i-move lang natin to 3, 1, 2, 3. So, yung final answer natin is 95. This one is the number of employees. Letter B. Number 39, how many employees are there in the General Services Department if there are 200 employees in the Marketing and Management Departments? So, for this one, ito yung Marketing Department, Management Department, and General Services. So, para malaman natin kung ilan yung number of employees dito sa General Services, kailangan makuha muna natin yung total number of employees sa buong manufacturing firm. And then, tsaka natin kukunin yung 7.5% nun. So, for this one, let X be equal to the total number of employees. And then, yung clue natin, meron daw 200 employees sa Marketing and Management Department. So, 0.15, kasi 15% yung sa marketing, di ba? Times the total number of employees plus yung sa management, 10%. So, 0.10 times X is equal daw sa 200 employees. So, 200. So, we have 0.15 plus 0.10 is equal to 0.25 times X is equal to 200. And then, X is equal to 200 over 0.25. For this one, yung 0.25 kasi is 1/4. So, equal lang din yan sa 200 times 4. Yan, kasi since nasa baba yung 1/4, ayan. This can also be written as 200 times 4. So, we have 800. So, yan yung total number of employees, 800. Then, as we can see here, yung employees daw na nasa general services is 7.5% nung 800. So, 800 times 0.075. Yung makukuha nating sagot dyan is 60. So, this one is the final answer. Letter B. Number 40, 10% of the production people are females. If there are 400 employees in the firm, how many females are in the production department? So, we have 400 employees. Kunin muna natin yung total number of employees dito sa production department. So, 400 times 0.475. So, 475 times 4 is equal to 20, 7, 14, 1, 8. So, 30. 16 plus 3 is 19. And then, since we have 2 zeros pa dito, kasi 400, so lagyan natin ng 2 zeros. And then, we have 3 decimal places. So, 1, 2, 3. So, yung answer dito is equal to 190. So, yan yung total number of people na nasa production department. Ayan, lagay ko lang 190 dito. Ayan. So, sabi daw, 10% of the production people are females. So, kunin natin yung 10% niyan. 190 times 0.10 is equal to 19. So, this one is the final answer, 19. Letter A.